Good morning and welcome to Woohoo Wednesday. If you've not met me before, my name's Helen Bullen. I'm a business mentor. I also own businesses, have owned bricks and mortar, currently own online businesses, online courses. I'm an author of 2 books. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt, still wearing the t-shirt of business. And I really like helping small business owners achieve their dreams. And today, what I'm going to be talking about is getting outside of your comfort zone. Now, before I get going, I'm going to explain why I call it Woohoo Wednesday and not Hump Day. I hate the phrase hump day. Why? I'm just moving my screens around a minute. I hate the name hump day, because if you think today is a day that you just have to get through your week, to get to Friday, to then go, oh, it's the weekend. Great. I can have the weekend off, no work. Then you get to Sunday about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and you're like, oh, I've got to go back tomorrow. You need to change what you're doing. You need to change what you're doing. And today I'm going to be talking about stepping outside your comfort zone. And quite often, if we think it's a hump day and we are struggling with our working week, but we never make changes, we moan about it, we tell everybody we hate it. I've got one person in mind that I can hear in my head who always, whenever I meet them, says, I hate my work, and you never guess what they've done now. And I've got to work this day, and I'm like, leave. Find something else. And of course, we can't just jump ship. I'm not one of those business mentors that say, yeah, jump and the parachute will come. There's a certain extent of that. But for most of us, we have mortgages to pay, we have bills to pay. And with that comes a responsibility of doing it gradually, but doing something. So if you're on, good morning. I can see there's some woohoos coming. I think Andre's putting a woohoo there. Oh, Daniela, I think you may have been outdone by somebody that's on my Facebook feed, which is Daniela has just done lines of woohoo, which is great. If you've never done it before, or you're watching a catch up, most people in the comments will write a woohoo. Say it out loud today. See who's next to you. I don't know, maybe you're lying in bed still watching me and you're just going to go, woohoo. I want to see what the reaction is. You've got to laugh. In life and business, you have to laugh. And I've had some ups and downs, and I'm still laughing. And it is my way. And sometimes people say to me, you're really positive. Those that really know me know that for the majority of the time, I'm really positive. But when I'm not, I fall off a cliff. Okay. I fall off a cliff. But it doesn't take me long to get back up and think, dust myself off. Let's get going. Let's sort this out. So let's talk today about comfort zone. Is there something, and answer me in the questions. I've seen there's a few people coming on LinkedIn as well. Good morning. Good morning. Kirsty's competing with the long woohoos. I like that. Morning, Ben. Nice to see you. If I haven't mentioned your name, Alana, I can see you're on. If I haven't mentioned your name on Instagram, it's because, so I've got Dodic69, Dodisi. It's nice if that's your name. Very pretty. I'm going to wave at you. Let me just do that. Because I always feel a little bit on Instagram that I let you down a bit by not being able to say your names. Because a lot of you've got handles, or what do you call it? It's not a handle, is it? But anyway, your profile name is normally your business name or something else. And I can't work out what your name is. So if you ever want to introduce yourself, just type it in the comments. So what do you want to do that is outside of your comfort zone? What do you want to do that's going to get you results? And here's the thing. I've had a chat with myself recently, and it was like, sometimes you are not in the place you need to be to make the results happen. And once you realize that, then you can go, okay, well, where is the place I need to be? And I think sometimes as business owners, we have businesses and we get stuck in one format or one version of our business, and it stops us moving forward. Things are changing all the time in the world, in the business world, and you have to be keeping up with that. And we change as well. We change. I know that I got married at 21, 22, my first marriage, and thought I was really grown up. And I had kids at 24, and I thought I was really grown up. I did grow up pretty quick when I had them, but I got divorced. It wasn't right for me. So I changed, and I definitely felt that was probably the biggest part of my life that I felt I really changed. But your business is the same. And sometimes something you're in love with, you may not completely be in love with now, or you may be really wanting something to grow in your business or happen in your business, and you just can't make it happen. And that quite often comes back down to us. And I have told myself that very same thing, not question, that very same thing this week. It comes down to me. What are you going to do to make the changes to make things happen? Where am I? Where are you in your comfort zone right now? So imagine your comfort zone is a circle around you. It's about, I don't know, a foot out, 30 centimeters, whatever you like, the size of a ruler around you, and you are really happy sitting inside that little comfort zone. You're comfy, you're cozy. But what might be happening while you're in that comfort zone is you're going, but I want a bit more, or I want something to be different, or I'd like to earn more money, or I'd like a different job, or I'd like to make changes, or I'd really got this great idea and I'd like to do it. But actually it's outside that 30 centimeters that is around me in a circle. So there are two options here. You can either sit back and go, oh, it's outside the circle, can't do it. No, I'd love to, but just can't. Or you shuffle to the edge of that circle, which is what I'm doing with a couple of new things right now. And you say, I'm just going to put my toe over the edge. Toes over the edge, not too bad. I'm now going to put a foot over the edge. Actually, I'm going to take a running jump from this circle and I'm going to leap outside and I'm going to change something. So what is it that you want to do? And tell me in the comments, whether it's catch up or now, what's holding you back? I'm going to go through a few things that I think will probably be holding you back. Quite often, things that hold you back are confidence. You don't think you're good enough. You don't think you can do it. You've watched other people do it. Quite often we look and we go, oh, that'd be great. Then we go, oh, but I couldn't do it. There's a whole world of conversation inside that comfort zone circle, right? A whole world of comfort. You sit inside that circle and you go, I'm really comfy here. I'm really comfy. And actually everybody else outside my circle can do it, but I just can't. And if only I could get my foot outside that circle, I'd be great. Yeah. But I can't do it, but others can. And you're really accepting that others can do it. I've been guilty of that. Really accepting of other people being able to do it and me going, oh no, but I wouldn't be able to do that. So how are we going to get you out that comfort zone? Tell me in the comments, what holds you back? You may not know what it is, but quite often it's confidence. Another thing, I'm an imposter, right? Really give yourself a talking to if you think you are an imposter, right? If I say to you, I'm a dentist, come and see me to get your teeth done, I would run as fast as you can away from me. I have no qualifications in dentistry. It is official. I am an imposter, right? But if I said to you, I've been an osteopath for 20 years. I owned 2 clinics. I set up both of them from scratch. I had 26 people working for me and I had reception staff. I've done wages. I've done staff. I've got online courses. I've got a membership. I've got an HB Inspired, my mastermind, blah, 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 blah. I've even got a product business where I sell stationery boxes, right? If I've got all that, and then I say to you, I'm really experienced in running businesses, you can come towards me and go, I believe you. I can also go outside my comfort zone with complete confidence and think, I can go to the world and tell them this. So if you think you're an imposter, just ask yourself the question, right? Do it now. Is that true? When you say, I can't do it, everybody else can. Is that true? No, it's not. Unless you are out and out lying about what you do. And you will know that. And I don't believe anybody that's watching me now is lying about what they do. I know I've got osteopaths on here. I've got some sports therapists. I think I've got an accountant on here. I can see the people that I know some of the names on here. I know that all of you, what you do, you are qualified in it. So what's holding you back? It's 30 centimeters outside our comfort zone. That's the length of a ruler, right? What's stopping you tiptoeing out to the edge? Because you only have to tiptoe to begin with. Go and have a look. Take that step because the results are there. And we all have to do it in different areas of our business. Kirsty says, develop my courses, time and belief people actually sign up. Well, Kirsty, I work with you and I know they will. And I know that people are actually asking you right now, when are you doing your next courses? When are you doing your courses? You know, if people are starting to do that, they're pulling you outside your comfort zone. You've actually got people right now, Kirsty, with ropes around your waist going, could you just come out of your comfort zone? We'd really like you to be here, right? If you don't step out now, right, let them pull you over. But we have to have a look at what is really holding us back. So we've got imposter syndrome, we've got procrastination, we have fear of failure. Fear of failure is huge. And let me tell you, I fall flat on my face regularly in my business, always have done, always will do. But the times that I do well in my business are far more often the ones when I fall flat on my face or where I'm thinking, oh, I can't do this, right? I just have a word with myself. But nice to see you. Thank you for joining. Dodisi. I hope that is your name because I love it. I'm going to call you Dodisi as your name. Anyway, thank you for joining. Watch it on Catch Up. So you have to make sure, and I've lost my track of where I was going with there. You have to make sure, let's just keep going. My brain's going, just keep going. We have to make sure that the 30 centimeters outside our comfort zone is not impossible. We have to make sure that we're not worried about failing, because failure is learning. And the worst thing you could do in life, worse than failing, is never giving it a go. How do you know? How do you know it's not going to be the next big thing? Doesn't have to be a big thing, does it? Just has to be what you want it to be. I think sometimes we use that as a reason for not doing stuff. Well, it's not going to make me millions or thousands. If you don't need it, I don't earn thousands. I earn what I need to earn. It makes me comfortable. I want to earn more. That is in my world right now. But I don't have this ambition that I've got to be 7 figures, that's 6 figures. I've had businesses like that. That's not an ambition of mine. Just I want enough that I can do what I want to do, travel and do all the things I want to do. So I have to come outside my comfort zone to be able to do that. But I'm not going to let fear of failure stop me. Because if you trip up as you go over the line from your comfort zone, you can get yourself up and you can dust yourself off. And you know what? You'll learn to step a little bit higher as you go outside that ring of comfort zone. You'll learn what didn't work and what will work. And quite often it's just a case of tweaking it. I've got things right now that I am tweaking to make work. Things that used to work that aren't working as well, that I'm thinking, okay, I need to make some changes. Some things that I'm stepping outside my comfort zone to go, give it a go. Give it a go. Why could you not do that? So tell me, I'm going to have a little look. I can see there's some comments now. What is holding you back? Have I mentioned it? Is it, don't tell me you're a procrastinator, because that really annoys me. You can if you like. But procrastination is like a verb, I think. It's a doing word. It's not that you are one, because if you keep telling yourself you are one, you will be. All right. So don't ever do that. Just think of it as it's like running, walking, procrastinating. What have I done today? Well, I think I better go for a walk rather than procrastinate. It's just a doing word. It's how my mum used to describe verbs, as doing words. Can you tell she was an English teacher? Right. Sharon says, scattered, many skills and possibilities, master of none, I suspect. So Sharon, you don't have to be the master of anything, right? You have to be good at what you want to do. So Sharon, tell me in the comments, because I'd like to work with you, as in online now. What do you want to do? What makes your heart sing? What makes your heart sing? And then what you do. So you go and you get an idea. I've got one idea, a little idea that's come up this morning that I'm like, might make my heart sing. I don't know if it's going to be a big income earner for me, but it'll make my heart sing. But I'm going to now have a look, research, and then work out what the costs are, and if I think it's going to be viable. So you use your heart to go, what would I really like to do? Then you use your head. There's also nothing wrong with doing more. I'm going to wave to a few people on my Instagram, sorry. Nothing wrong with doing more than one thing, right? If you can, keep it within a theme. But if you want to work 3 days a week as a dentist, let's use that as an example, and you've got the qualifications, and you want to work the other half of the week as a florist, go do it. Yeah, there are no rules. We set up this imaginary comfort zone, and then we make rules that we think you have to stay within a comfort zone. There's nothing to say that you can't change careers. I've done exactly that. I trained to be an osteopath. It took me 4 years to do my degree in osteopathic medicine. I was a lecturer. I was well known as an osteopath. I had a big clinic. I was an external examiner. I was an expert for some of the colleges in the UK. I worked abroad. Oh, sounds great, doesn't it, on the top? I did it for 10 years. In fact, I did it for nearly 20 years being an osteopath, but having my own, the second clinic was 10 years. And then suddenly it wasn't what I wanted to do anymore. It was my love, my passion. And then suddenly I was like, I want to do other things. I like the mentoring. I like writing books. Who knew I'd become an author? Twice. Who knew? But that's because I let myself. My comfort zone, I always imagine, is not a pure circle. It's like a bit wobbly. And I have bits that I step out of and bits that I extend and push out and go, actually, I'd like to do that. So, Sharon, you can do things. But as I know somebody's on here that I spoke to recently, if you have too many ideas, that can stop you. So get a book, write a note on it. And the person that's done this will know, they'll be smiling right now. And it was a good idea that they had to write it on the front, ideas for later. I don't know if she wrote for later, but put your ideas in a book, keep them. Doesn't mean you can't do them, but what can you focus on now? Because sometimes if we focus on too many things, nothing will happen. So don't get carried away. But what I want you to do today is step outside your comfort zone. What one thing can you do today? Can you call somebody that you maybe wanted to make a connection with business? Can you create your new idea that you've always wanted to do and research it? Can you give yourself, stand and look in a mirror today, smile at yourself in the mirror? If you've read my second book, you'll know I'm all about smiling in the mirror. And there is a book coming called Smile Your Way to Success. I tell you, it works. Smile at yourself in a mirror and say, I can do what I want to do. I may need to plan. I may need to learn some things how to do it, but nothing can stop me. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it my best. And if I fail or fall over, think about it as falling over, failing. I'll just get back up. I'll dust myself off and I'll learn from it and I'll go again. Yeah. If this is helping today, give me a thumbs up, give me a yes, give me something in the comments. Tell me, I'd love that. If you've enjoyed it, please share it. Now, I'm going to talk quickly about my 10-10 challenge because I've got to do that. I've got a promotion coming and it may be within my, with my comfort zone might have made me, it hasn't actually today, to go, oh, don't talk about that. I'm going to talk about it because it's something I'm launching and it's something I am passionate about. Sharon, I'm coming back to your comments in a minute because I'm going to have a little look. But the 10-10 challenge is 10 days working with me. I love this challenge. It was one day I got out the shower, and if you ever have moments like this, I was obviously relaxed, got out the shower, literally pulling my towel around me and thought, I've got an idea for a challenge. This would be great for business owners. 10 days, 10 challenges each day, working with me early in the morning so you get things done before you go to work so it's not disturbing your day. Oh my God. And then if you've seen, I did a live the other day about it, or did a post about it. And then I looked up the number 10. Now, I'm not particularly into numerology, but I was like, oh, I wonder what is behind 10. Oh, 10 is all about new beginnings, moving into voids, new places, moving to basically stepping outside your comfort zone for 10 days. And then if you add 10 and 10 together, it's even more powerful, apparently. Now, this is I'm going to call it my 13th A time, in case you think 13's unlucky. I don't. 13th time I have run this challenge. It is so popular. I think Ben the other day was on saying he's done all but one. So that means he's done 12. People come back time after time. It's £50. It's not expensive. And you get to admit, if you want more details, put 1010 in the comments and I'll come back personally and send you the link. It's also everywhere you can find me. So it's on my Linktree link, which is on Instagram in my bio, on Facebook on the Learn More button, on LinkedIn, you can find it there and I'll make sure I come and put the post, and YouTube, it's in the comments, it's in the bio as well. Just come and find me and look at it and take a challenge. We start on the 4th of September and I'm really excited. And yes, I'm exactly like this at 6:30 in the morning. And those that remember when I started this challenge, we used to do it at 5:30 a.m. I know that's the time I get up. The reason we do it early, and there is a catch-up option, so don't worry. And it does get an email landing in your box at 10:10, of course. And I let you on a Saturday and Sunday join me at 10:10. I've gone soft over the years, I tell you. But the rest of the time we are up at 6:30. The reason is that you can get the work done before anybody in your house has got up, and before you have to go and do the job that you love doing. And it's all about creating content and positive mindset and time for you and Cakegate, which I'm not mentioning anymore because those that are in know what Cakegate was. About year 3, our Cakegate came. And if you've ever read my first book, I even write about it. It was a challenge I set that kicked off, and we always still mention it. Anyway, so if you want to do it, have a wonderful Wednesday to you too, Hazel. Nice to see you on. Let me give you a wave. Let's have a look. Very inspirational, thanks. I've been sitting in my comfort zone for too long. We all do it, Sharon. And there's nothing wrong with your comfort zone. It's nice to be in it, but it's only 30 centimetres. Just think, look around you now. I'm going to imagine it's only 30 centimetres. That is one stride to get out there and test it. And failure is not to be feared. Failure means you took action, because you could go throughout your life, probably impossible, but let's say in business, you could go throughout life never failing, but that probably means, and it will mean, you never started your business. You never did what you loved. You never tried it. And the biggest thing that I don't want to do on my deathbed is regret anything. And regret, I think, is what you should be scared of. Be scared of regret, not of failure. Change those things around. Every time you think of it, think, oh, I'm not going to be scared of failure. I'm going to be scared of regret. What if? The what if I'd done it? You know, that sort of stuff. I never thought I could be this successful, and there's still so much more to achieve. I love working Kirsty. Kirsty is in my HB Inspired by Mastermind. And I tell you, You need to follow Kirsty. She's rocking it. And Sharon, I would definitely come back and give you the 10-10 details. A lot of these people on it right now will be in the 10-10 challenge. There's lots of people in there, and we start on the 4th of September. So thanks so much for watching. I'm going to say today, I'm going to say goodbye, because I always say goodbye to Instagram first. So let me say goodbye to Facebook, to YouTube and LinkedIn. Thanks so much for watching. If you're watching on catch up, just put the comments in and I'll come back to you after.